Hi again. This is the 6th part of a game to get them back. This contains a lot of information about a lot of things. I'm actually really impressed with how everyone has been doing with the riddles and challenges. So good luck. Also, I do not own the Haikyuu characters and this does not accurately represent the Haikyuu characters. Hope you enjoy the video. I honestly wish you guys good luck. Daisha smiled at them as he walked out of the gym. Guess we have to solve the riddle. Hopefully the last one we ever have to do. The group sat on the ground as they tried to figure it out with Bakuto and Akashi still enjoying karaoke in the background. It could be Maki and Matsun. It could be Ashijima and Tendao again. Then it could be Lev and Yaku again. It's too vague. I know who it is. Who? Tsukishima and Yamaguchi. We are a pair. Childhood friends turned boyfriends. One is annoying to shrimps. Kagehina looked at Sakuatsu as if he asked something stupid. Got it. Talking about Hinata. And Nishinoya. We always share. It's like they are on the same wavelength with insults sometimes. Not to mention they only exchange whispers with each other. Okay. We love to annoy. Really? Right. You just answered it. Stop being so snappy. We all experienced something bad as well. Sorry. One is said to see the opposite of joy. Tsukishima. Fair enough. So it's them. What about the location? Who knows? I do. Bakuto yelled into his microphone. Take the microphone away before you yell. Oh, sorry. You know where it is? Yep. Think about it. But backwards. Ish. So the opposite of joy? So something sad. So many places. Something annoying. Literally so many places. Somewhere where something shares. Like a volleyball court? Exactly. Oh. It's the fucking Nationals court. Atsumu sighed in annoyance. How? What's the most annoying and sad volleyball court you know? Nationals. There ya go. We have to ride the bus to get there. And it's getting dark. Guess we better get going. I have to confirm it first. Atsumu turned on the walkie-talkie, expecting to hear something, but all he heard was silence. Kuru? Daisha? What's up, Goldie? Kuru's voice appeared quickly and loudly. I have the answers. Cool. Tsukishima and Yamaguchi. Yep. And the Nationals volleyball court? Question mark. Is that correct? Yeah, but you aren't going there. We aren't. You really think Tsuki would do that for us? Fair enough. So where? Go to Tsukishima's house. Okay then. The walkie-talkie cut out as Atsumu and the rest of the group stood up. I'll lead the way. Sakuatsu walked in front of them all as they walked to Tsukishima's house. Upon arriving they noticed Yaku, Ashijima, and Bakuto there. Behind them were Tsukishima and Yamaguchi. How did Bakuto get here before us? I ran. A monster. Yep. Hey guys. Welcome to your 5th and final challenge. It's exciting. Yamaguchi smiled fakely at the group as he nudged Tsukishima to talk. The challenge is simple. Pick the person who your precious someone. Oh. Pick the person who your counterpart talked to about each other. Yaku. Obviously. The Liberas have their own little community. Yeah. Obviously he talked to you too. Kagehina looked at Yamaguchi and Tsukishima. Unfortunately. Please don't be Ashijima. He probably talked to Bakuto. Yeah. You two are unexpectedly friendly. Because we're friends. Did Ka really talk to you, Ashiwaka? Yep. Why? Because he couldn't talk to you. Oof, right where it hurts. Is that the end of the challenge? Nope. Now we will have a court session. The trial is the broken versus the breakers. We will see if the breakers are guilty of causing the broken pain or not. Fun. Harsh. I will be the prosecution. So against you guys. Whoever the unknown is will be the defense. The group's mouths dropped as they looked at Kagehina. So what are we? Iwaizumi gestured to Atsumu, Sakuatsu and the other 4. We are witnesses. You are the jury. Easy. Not guilty. Not just you. Come out. Hello. This is so fun. Go Yaku. This isn't a competition. So? You're adorable. Back at you. Sorry we're late. We had to drop off Natsu and Takeru. This will be interesting. Actually, yeah it will be. Only the witnesses and lawyers may speak. The jury will sit and watch and then decide. What? No judge? Iwaizumi joked. Oh sorry, we didn't make it clear. Akaji and Suna are together the judge. We are too close to you guys to decide. Good luck, Sakusa. Court is now in session. Now, we'll just start with calling the witnesses. First to the stand, Morisuke Yaku. Of course. Yaku walked in front of the group. If you could, please state what you have heard from Komori. Right. Well, we would always go to dinner with Nishinoya and Akagi as well as some other liberals. One day, Komori seemed especially sad, so I pulled him aside to talk to him. He was hesitant but explained to me how Sakusa seemed to be distancing himself lately. Wait, one question. Okay. Was this before or after Atsumu? Before. Continue. So Komori started reminiscing how he and Sakusa would always play together. Like at an amusement park. They would always get this giant funnel cake that they could never finish, but they got it anyways. Sakusa smiled sadly at the ground. Atsumu noticed and hugged him. And he also talked about how he would always look forward to family holidays since he could then drag Sakusa upstairs to watch a drama with him. He knew Sakusa hated them, but he always enjoyed the fact that Sakusa would still watch the movie with him. He thought they were so close, but after a few years Sakusa stopped watching the movies. He also stopped going to the amusement park. He acted different. He became more wary of germs, more than he already was. And soon Komori couldn't even talk to him normally anymore. So, Sakusa started ignoring Komori? Objection. Leading question. Overruled. Didn't come from the defense and I don't think that's the correct use of that. I'll rephrase. What does Komori think Sakusa is doing? Ignoring him? But it's not so much ignoring as their closeness just seemed to disappear. He said that they are like strangers. I see. No further questions. You are way too into this. So? Nothing. Defense. Go ahead and question the witness. What am I supposed to ask? Something. I regret giving him a known. I know. Okay, so you said Sakusa wasn't ignoring Komori? Yeah. So he hasn't totally severed their relationship? I guess not? Kagehina shrugged. I don't know how I can make this seem less bad. No further questions, I guess. Prosecution. Next witness? Wakatoshi Ashijima. Right. Ashijima got up in front of everyone as Yaku sat down next to Lev. So you talked with Oikawa? Yeah, once. And what did Oikawa say to you? Well, I saw him crying on a bench near Shiratorizawa. So I was curious and approached him. I asked what was wrong, since Satori said that would let people vent out their anger. He told me that Iwaizumi was mean to him. Could you elaborate? Yeah. At the time, Oikawa and Iwaizumi had been going out for 5 months. Okay. Well, Oikawa wanted to do something special for their 6th-month anniversary. So he had talked to Iwaizumi about going on a trip to a hot springs or to the beach. But Oikawa had done this during practice, so Iwaizumi had scolded him for not paying attention. Oikawa tried again once practice was over, but once again Iwaizumi got annoyed since he had to lock up and Oikawa was just wasting time. So Oikawa tried one more time while on the way home, but Iwaizumi just threatened to attack Oikawa like he had done so many times before. Is that it? All he had said. So how has Oikawa dealt with the relationship? He is always trying to make things fun for Iwaizumi. Like when they go to see a kids movie for Oikawa, Iwaizumi always seemed irked, so Oikawa made his own little commentary throughout the movie for him. Also, when they went to the amusement park, Oikawa noticed that Iwaizumi was not enjoying the live show, so he decided to get him to go on stage with everyone. Oikawa explained how Iwaizumi had brightened up after that, but he only complained about how Oikawa got him picked. I see. What do you believe their relationship is? Personally, I believe Oikawa is madly in love with Iwaizumi. And Iwaizumi? I do believe he loves Oikawa, but I don't think he can tell the difference between being friends and being lovers. Alright. No further questions. Defense? Kagehina sighed and looked at the group sadly. What the hell am I supposed to say? Fucking defend me. I can't defend you when you did such a thing. Iwaizumi tried to say something back, but he just sat back on the ground and tried to think about what he had done. I don't have any questions, sorry. Can I help? Aloud. Okay. Ashijima. You claim that Oikawa had asked 3 times, but you only briefly passed over what was happening. So could you please restate what Iwaizumi was doing when Oikawa asked the question? He said they were practicing. Practicing? Or doing a practice match? I think it might have been a practice match. It was. That was against Inarizuki. Yeah. Anyways, the second time? They were in the locker room, and he tried to ask, about what time do you think it was? Considering when I found him, 7 or 8. So it was late. Yeah. And the third time? They were walking home. I give up. The first two I could explain his actions for, but the last time, nah. Sakusa held up his hands in defeat as he walked back to Atsumu. Okay then. I guess it's time for the next witness. Kotaro Bakuto. Woo. Bakuto bounced up as he smiled at everyone. Kuru sure knows a lot of people. Yeah. So Bakuto? Yeah? Osamu talked to you? Yep. What did he have to say? He said. Bakuto looked up at the sky as if he were thinking. Remember, about that fight with Atsumu? Oh yeah. Samu came over to my place after fighting with Atsumu over something I can't remember. But he seemed genuinely upset. So what did you learn from him? He said he was always pretending for Atsumu. Like how he lied about not being afraid of heights to make sure Atsumu was okay. Or pretending to like horror movies so that Atsumu could watch them and still feel protected. Oh. This time Sakusa hugged Atsumu. So horror isn't his favorite? It is now, but when they first started watching it he was horrified. He still doesn't enjoy jump scares. So, why would Osamu think of himself as the villain? These are scripted questions. You wouldn't know about the karaoke. Jury doesn't talk, remember. TCH. Osamu doesn't view himself as a villain. That wasn't the purpose of the song. Osamu was always pretending for Atsumu to make sure he was okay. But when Osamu was upset or hurt, Atsumu never noticed anything was wrong. So when Atsumu claimed he would save Osamu in that song, he couldn't help but not believe it. Atsumu never had before. Damn. These stories make me want to cry. Right? No further questions. Kagehina, you're up. Okay. I don't have any questions. None? Why do you think Atsumu is in the wrong? Wasn't Osamu the one hiding his feelings? No. If you ever saw Osamu when he felt fear or sadness, you'd realize how oblivious Atsumu has to be if he didn't notice it. Atsumu could have done literally anything, but he was too worried about himself to care about Samu. That's not true. Really? Then why is he not with you right now? That's harsh, Suna. It has to be. Okay. We're going to move on to the last witness since it's almost completely dark outside. Tsukishima. Yeah. I know. So Hinata talked to you? I guess. What did he talk about? How Kagehina doesn't seem to love him. Specifics? The king has never said he loved Hinata. Guess you really can't fall in love with peasants. Hey. Not the time. Suki. Fine. Continue. Did Hinata say anything else? Yeah, but I started to tune him out. Yamaguchi sighed as he shook his head. No further questions. Last time. Defense. Hope you have a strong argument. So you claim I have never said I love you. According to the shrimp. So you don't know for sure? Nice try, King. I know that you have trouble conveying your feelings, so I would bet anything that you haven't said those 3 important words. But are they important? There are other ways to convey love. Wow, he's using his brain. But yeah, they are that important. If you never hear them, you can never be sure someone actually loves you. Even if it's only said once. It can reassure you if you're insecure. But it's not necessary. It is. Watch. Every couple here, raise your hand if you've said I love you to your significant other. Atsumu, Sakusa, Lev, Yaku, Bakuto, Akashi, Tendao, Iwaizumi, Tsukishima, Yamaguchi, Suna and Akaji raised their hands. Wait. I thought Matoya didn't tell you yet. We've been dating for 3 months. See? Ashijima didn't raise his hand. Well, you said I love you and I don't believe I have. Have you written or texted it? Numerous times. So what? Love is relative. So what? Kagehina, really? Tsukishima looked sadly at Kagehina. Exclamation mark. Hinata has given you so many fun memories, like the mascot at the amusement park. He even explains comedies to you so that you can understand them. And all you have to say is that love is relative? Well, how do you convey that you love him? I hug him. And talk about volleyball with him and we eat out a lot. Hey Tsumu? What do you do with Osamu? We talk about volleyball. And Osamu likes to take Suna, Sakusa and I to this cafe down the street a lot. And do you hug him? Well yeah, he's my brother. So Kagehina. Is Hinata your brother? No further questions. I actually feel bad for that shorty. Let the jury deliberate for a few minutes. We'll determine the verdict. The jury huddled around each other as Kojima approached Yamaguchi, Suna, and Akaji. How bad is it? Bad. How bad? Bad. You guys must think that the people around you will always stay with you. No matter if you ignore them, or if you complain about and insult them, or if you completely forget they have feelings, or if you take their love for granted. Whoa. When'd you get here? Just arrived. Why do you keep coming to the challenges? We actually came to explain a few things to you guys. Tsumu, Sakusa, and Iwaizumi. Come here. The three broke away from the jurors as they walked over to Daisha and Kuru. I'm sure you've figured out why this whole game was created. Obviously. But the truth is, we didn't find out about these problems from your precious people. We told them. We got worried about them. They acted so strange. And so upset. So you did this game to help us? No. Not you. Them. Do you guys realize you're actually hurting the people you love? Can you even gauge how bad it is for them? They see you every day. Did you even realize they were hurting? No. Obviously not. No. Otherwise I would have said it. We have one last question for you. If you all get it wrong, you lose. If Tsumu gets it wrong he loses since he has had 2-point deductions. But if just one of you gets it correct you will be able to talk it out with them. Why has this gotten so serious? Because it is. You guys need to understand how they feel. So the question? Why did your precious someone agree to come with us for this game? He say. Wait. It's not what they said. Take what you have just found out in the game. And figure out why they left. It wasn't because we offered Samu food. Not because we were going to hack into Oikawa's social media accounts. Not just because we told Komori to come with us. Not because we offered to practice with Shorty. Is this the last part of this game? Let's hope. What about the numbers? The numbers spell a specific word, but you have to figure it out. The numbers correspond with specific letters. That's it? And it's not just lining them up with the alphabet. That spells D and MZ and that doesn't mean anything. The numbers do correspond with something in the game though. Good luck. What about the verdict? Guilty. How do you know? How do you not? Hope you enjoyed the video. Remember, figure out why the counterparts went with Kuru and Daishao. Also, try to figure out the word with the numbers. The next video will be the Kogagoshi proposal video on Sunday. Exciting news. I have a Discord server. You can join with the link in the description below. Also, I have an Instagram if you'd like to follow. There is a link in the description below. I usually just post random pictures I draw or pictures from my videos. If you'd like to support me, and maybe buy me a coffee to keep me awake for my late night editing sessions, there is a link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching and thank you for your support.